Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Greeneyed Ambition. For those of you that are event planners or those of you that are in the event industry, hello. Today's conversation is going to be exactly what you're needing to be able to learn about how to utilize social media to help with marketing your business. For those of you that are new to this channel, my name is Jessie. I am a Honeybook certified pro as well as a corporate event planner. I've been doing it for now since 2010, so it's crazy to believe it's been over 14 years. So on this channel, I love talking about all tips and tools that help other event industry business professionals with being able to scale and grow their business. So today's conversation is going to be about how to master social media to market your business. If social media is not your strongest suit inside of your marketing strategy, don't worry. I know it can almost be overwhelming to feel like you have to be able to master all of the platforms, and I will let you know that is far from the truth, because if you spread yourself too thin, then you will find yourself running into issues with being consistent with your messaging or putting out the right information that people are looking for on those platforms. I recently watched a video that was on Skillshare that was sharing about different tips that you can use inside of using social media to market your business. I will make sure to have the link in the bio or the description of this video. But the main three things I wanted to talk about first before I give you some additional tips is, in order to master social media, the most important thing that you really have to understand is your client audience. This is important because if you don't know who you're speaking to, you are speaking to everyone and no one will know exactly how you solve their problem. I know that can be so elusive where you hear about niche and target market. And depending on where you are in your business, you may not have complete clarity on that. But I do recommend you either watching the video that I'm going to link in, or I can even refer you to someone that is a brand expert to help you with figuring out how to be clear with your messaging. Once you do know exactly your messaging you want to put out on social media, I think then it's important for you to know the platforms in which your audience is actually on. I do corporate event planning. Most of my clients are not highly active on Instagram. In fact, they usually are paying people to manage their Instagram pages. So for me to hope that if I put a ton of effort into Instagram that I will get more business, that is actually the opposite for my type of clientele. So this is why the first step with understanding how to do social media is about understanding your target market. It helps you with knowing exactly where your clients are actually consuming content, so that you're not putting effort on a platform that people are not actually using. The third thing about really coming clear about your social media marketing strategy is understanding exactly what kind of content your clients are consuming on that platform. I find that often when I'm either going to networking events or I'm doing sales calls, we tend to have people that will go to our Instagram page only, our Instagram page and our website only to kind of prove our concepts and just to get an idea of the type of services in which we offer. So typically in our sales process, people aren't going on Instagram just looking for what we do. They're actually just utilizing it as a photo gallery to back up those resources. So for us, when we're showing content on our Instagram, it's not about, oh wow, we're so amazing. It's really to give people a glance of what it would be like to hire us, so that they can see people having a good time, showing the professionalism, getting tips on different concepts in which they can implement inside of their company, and so on and so on. So if you learn how to master those three things of knowing exactly who your target market is, understanding exactly what platform they're on, and the third thing is making sure you understand what kind of content that they're having, now we can really have a strong conversation on how to go about utilizing the other tips I'm going to give you for learning how to use social media. If you don't have clarity on that, please just comment below. I'll be able to share some resources that I think will be helpful for you. Now I'm going to give you the 3 tips that have really helped me with learning how to master social media even better. And I don't feel as if our industry always has the understanding of the resources that are there or why they are beneficial. So the first one I want to share with you, especially for those of you that are not the best with writing captions, reels, or having ideas, is going to be with Elisa Darma. I had purchased her bundle a couple of years ago because I wanted to have different concepts when it came to captions and how to create captions that convert. She has a really great course as well as other YouTube videos on this platform that will help you of understanding exactly how to actually create captions, what is the psychology to get people to convert, and what to share when it comes to social media. The reason why I wanted to use her platform or to use her resources is because it can be daunting, especially until you can hire someone to handle your social media platform. And let's be honest, there are a lot of people that say that they can help you with your social media, and they really cannot. So I think it's important for us to at least have a base principle. Her courses and her resources are extremely affordable. So I have a link that I'll tag in the description. So if you do want to look at her resources, it's a cheat code. In previous videos, I've talked about the importance of paying for things that are going to help make your life easier. If you are not a strong copywriter and you do not have the strong suit in knowing about how to create reels and things of that nature, I highly recommend her course. I think the one that I purchased was $47, and I've used it a ton over the years that have helped me with just being able to understand how to write captions that work well. Of course, I use platforms like ChatGPT and things of that nature too. I actually do think her course is something that can be extremely beneficial for anyone on this platform, because we love to do the creative side. However, the copywriting and the idea curation is probably not the strong suit if you're anyone like similar to me. The other resource that I do want to recommend to you is going to be Xayli Barclay. She is an amazing content creator, again, here on YouTube. I have consumed her content for years now, and one of the things that she actually tries to teach people about is feeling confident when it comes to social media. The reason why this video isn't necessarily telling you like do X, Y, and Z is because I feel that people have different barriers when it comes to understanding social media. One, it can be that you just don't know who you're speaking to. The second one is that you don't know how to do the captions or any of that type of stuff, which again, it's a part of the process. The third one is going to, of course, with Xayli, she talks about how to feel confident when it comes to doing content, because I feel that that's what gets in the way with us even just getting started. I have this philosophy where I rather kind of do it when I'm not even perfect at it. So with these YouTube videos, I don't always feel the most confident at it, but the only way that I get better with this is by showing up. And so she has some really great resources. And then also she has a cheat sheet on like how to plan out especially for those of you that are trying to do YouTube videos, on how to line up your content and things of that nature. I highly recommend you checking her content out, because it's really helped me with just having an understanding about the mind blocks that comes with showing up and being present, as well as how to structure YouTube content. And then the final resource that I want to share with you is through Louise Henry. I'm so sorry to butcher your name, but Louise Henry. And she talks about Asana. In the next couple of videos, I will be sharing the behind the scenes on how I use Asana to do my content creation within my event business, as well as client management and sales, because I do use Asana in my business. There's 3 or 4 apps that I typically usually use in my business on a daily basis, and Asana is definitely one of those. So one of the things that I find when it comes to creatives is that we really dig into how we do our services, and we don't always dig into how we do the things that help us either bring in clients, getting more revenue, being more consistent, or just really learning how to run a business. I think there's a lot of content out there about how to be seen, but there's not a lot of content on how to run our businesses. And the reason why I mention Louise content is because Asana is one of those tools that I've been using inside of my business now for a very long time. I used to use Trello, but as my company grew, it made more sense to go to Asana, because if you're someone that's doing social media and you're not having any strategy or plan, you probably are finding yourself extremely overwhelmed. And this is why it's important that social media is just the tool for your marketing strategy. This is so important to get from this whole video. Social media is just the tool for your marketing strategy. It's important to understand how are you going to get people from that platform into your sales funnel. Because yes, you can understand your target audience, you can know how to write captions, you can do some really great videos, but if you don't understand how to gather people information so that they can either reach out to you because you have a landing page, a contact form, or some type of technology that's gathering their information, you will just be on this hamster wheel of trying to get found on social media, but not actually getting people off. And let's be honest, we don't own any of the platforms that we're using to market our business. So it's one thing to get seen. The next thing is to actually get people off of the platform so that you're able to maintain those relationships. Because if you're hoping that someone is going to remember you because the algorithm's going to show, that won't always be the case, and that will almost always burn you out. And I find that when anything happens where there's a glitch on the system, people like, this is why you need an email list. Yes, you need an email list. Yes, you need a contact form. Yes, you need to have some kind of way for people to download a resource from you, even if you are an event planner. I think that there's this misconception that if you are in the event industry, like if you're a caterer, balloon artist, DJ, if you do cakes, whatever you do, that you don't need to have an email list. That is far from the truth. If you want for me to share more information about how I do my email list, what type of content that I put out to my email list for my event planning company, I would love to share that. So just comment below and say email list, so then I know that I should create this content for you. But with your social media, you can use this to help with marketing your company, but it's really going to be coming up with a strategy that you can be consistent with. And so this is why I recommend for you to use platforms like Asana, to utilize resources like getting Elisa Darma's caption and real idea course and packet. It's affordable, and it can be something you can use for years and years, depending on how Instagram continues to change, but you can still use it because she has content even for TikTok. I think that it's important for us as entrepreneurs to learn how to invest in the types of resources that can make our life easier. So I hope that this video has helped with identifying some of the really great resources to help you with really mastering social media, so that you can start implementing the task of really speaking clearly to your target audience, being able to know what they're looking for, and putting the content on the right platforms. I hope that this has been helpful for you, and talk to you later. Peace.